In the bottom side of the map, playing as Greenfinger, we have SneakyDragon up against Saikoya in the top right playing Sedge. Okay, why Sedge? I have to know.
Um, I just really like Sedge on this map. It's just
Fair. He is very
it,
good. He's been very, very good on previous versions of the map. I know that much,
it's
but
just that once Sedge gets going on this map, like it just feels like everything clicks, you know?
yeah, makes sense. And already with the Sedge Groove or Sedge heal, so oh yeah, like you just have a free target there to build Groove. So the pressure is on. Is SneakyDragon gonna come up with some kind of? I mean, like was it Cleaner Code? I think had the first big Greenfinger play on this map with the runway of vines to the opponent's stronghold. So I'm curious if Sneaky can come up with anything to kind of counter the Sedge play here.
Yeah, I'm going for a more standard opening. Sneaky is going for a variation where you heal less on your commander, but you get 2 knights instead, which can be pretty powerful if you make use of it correctly.
Makes sense. And ooh, the wagon as well. So on second hit on Sedge, this is looking very scary. If I'm SneakyDragon, I'm not happy right now.
I think the wagon is also like a comfort thing. It's just I like doing it.
Yeah, I mean
Like
this
maybe,
is
but it's really good to have the wagon option with Sedge, and it also feels really fun to play. So, yeah.
makes sense. And ooh, the dragon getting a kill. That's looking good. And ooh, turn 6 with Sedge Groove. This is I mean, part of me just wants to say it's looking like it's already over. Like that is terrifying. But Sneaky, alright, putting in some work. These knights are getting some damage. Greenfinger is pretty close to having Groove himself, so you know he could put some work in here too. And there isn't actually much to deal with these knights on the right hand side. It has to be said.
Yeah, I went for dragon, so my right side is weaker. Where like he went for knights everywhere, so he has a more like balanced army.
Okay. Ooh, I like that positioning on the wagon. I also love that you managed to get now a second kill with this dragon. That's already putting in
Yeah, this
work.
guy has good value. I think it's just like the Groove of War 8 meta, where like if your opponent goes too heavy into knights, then dragon can punish that. Because if you go into knights and you forget to build mages, then dragon is right there to gobble it up.
Yeah. And I suspect the dragon is going to go. Oh, actually, no, it's going to the right. I thought it would go up to the left hand side and kind of like force the mages away, but no, it's just going to move to a more defensive position. Ooh, the knight doesn't get the kill. The village lives on 1%. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's an important RNG there. Because it's the difference between him capturing the village and not. And I don't really have anything that can take it back if it was captured. Now Greenfinger has Groove, and you know the vines, the Sedge can't groove them. And that's something you have to keep in mind in this matchup.
Are we gonna see our dragon comes in? Okay, so sacking 2 dogs to kill a golem. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess like the vines bring up the unit count. And ooh, that was a night crit follow up, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong there. Okay.
Yeah. From the damage, it's a night crit.
Right. Yeah, it's like 30% average roll. I'm looking at the road and I'm like, do I remember this damage? Okay, what are we gonna see here? Wagon comes into wall. Hits on the vine. Alright, takes the mage out. Ooh, good counter kill actually. Takes out the enemy knight. And yeah, you're doing okay. You're just kind of chilling in front of your strongholds. You got the wagon to wall. Sneaky,
Yeah,
actually
I mean,
putting a lot of pressure up on this left-hand side, but
he used Groove this turn, so I'm not really gonna do much this turn.
ooh,
Even
another
if I have
1% on a village, and this time the dragon eats like a bunch of damage for that. Sneaky is suffering at the hands of RNG here right now.
Yeah, that's might be starting to add up. But now the vines are weaker, so you have to back up because it's easier for me to kill them. And also I have an archer ready and stuff.
Yeah, could Sedge groove vines?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Greenfinger can do really well against him.
Yeah, because I knew the change about like you don't get groove anymore for hitting them. It's like that's a pretty big deal, but I was like, you know, can Sedge still do his thing with the vines? But no, that's not the case. And actually, those RNG fails on like taking those villages out is like actually a really big deal. Like you wouldn't have been able to flip that village back, for example.
Yeah, I mean, would have taken a bit more time, so I guess I got like maybe 200 or 300 gold from it.
And now we're going to a kind of split map situation. The vines are starting to kind of crumble, so
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the vines to go away at this point.
makes sense. You just want to kind of time them out. Greenfinger not even close to getting groove. He hasn't hit anything since he used it, which is actually like very much the opposite of where you want to be. Ooh, actually just straight up taking a hit on the knight there to take that village out. Makes sense. He wants to keep the very small eco lead he has right now. He's got like a 1 village advantage. Actually, no, 2 villages now? It is 2 villages actually. That's a bigger eco lead than I...
Yeah, the two, I guess.
Okay, but you're coming back in. Sedge is moving forwards. Gonna slowly flip that village back, and yeah, you're just positioning to fight once the vines are gone. That seems to be the deal.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to groove, I guess.
Yeah, and oh wow, Golem comes out. Oh, balloon goes. I don't know how I feel about that because I know it's a good gold trade, but you're trading a ground unit for an air unit, which isn't always the best. But oh, the archer cover is actually really nice. So that's a nice play there from Sneaky. I actually like that quite a bit, although I'm sure I'm about to be proven wrong. Some kind of counterattack's going to come in. Okay, Knight getting hit by that spear. That's not really what you want to have happen. These vines are going to start getting cleared up. Village is getting recaptured, and the economies are starting to stabilize. I believe that's now even cut across the map.
Yep.
And this is actually one of those weird points in the game where you could actually use the dragon. Oh, okay. You could also get a free kill over there, but you could kill the archer with your dragon and then use your witch to allow it to tank a hit from the enemy witch, but deciding against that option right now.
I think if I do that, he can kill my witch with archer witch.
Okay, ooh, we're seeing big knight crit comes in, archer follow up.
Oh, and yeah, this is Sneaky hit the go button, and we're now gonna start fighting.
Okay, and I mean, this is actually not looking like a too bad a position for you, because the big thing about Sedge, it doesn't really matter if he starts a fight at low health, because he's not about hitting stuff with his actual attack, and he can always walk away and heal at the end as well.
Yep, the safest groove in the game.
So we're gonna see how this plays out. Oh, we're gonna see the first one come in. Low health swords? Makes sense. And what's gonna be next? Archer. Crits the knight. Good follow up. And I'm kind of curious how many kills we're gonna get. So we got 2 kills. Ooh, we got a setup for a third. But this third kill comes in. Archer comes in. The dog hit it first. Nicely done. Okay, and that harpy gets picked off. I like that clearing, but is there going to be anything to kind of follow this up with? Okay, not yet. Archer, ooh, lives on 37% health. I don't know if that was a roll.
I think it was, but I got a bit. I remember being a bit confused about this turn, because like I had a plan and then I switched midway, and then yeah, I mean, it still got a pretty good attack, but
Yeah, that was a ton of damage. And honestly, the longer like an extended fight goes on for, like the better it is for Sedge. So yeah, you're in pretty good condition right now. So
value.
okay, and picks off the knight there with the harpy. That's a pretty good trade actually. Knights are quite annoying. And it forces the witch to actually kill the harpy as opposed to hexing. But
I mean, usually Sedge gets the most value like the second and third turns of an engagement, I find. So here Sneaky kind of disengages to avoid that.
yeah. That said, he's also taking big losses off the disengage, so
Yeah, you can't just disengage for free in this game.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you had like, balloons to walk back out of the fight with, but in this circumstance, yeah, he lost 2 units on the disengage. And you're in a position actually where if anything goes in on those dogs, Sedge has the potential to retaliate against them.
Yeah, just like Sedge's strength is that he can stand behind his army. He only needs to be able to reach the front. He doesn't need to reach like the back of the opponent's army, because he can jump first and then reach the back. That's like really.
Yeah, it's all about covering your front line so you punish the counter attack. I mean, you can be more aggressive with him, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like in this instance, you are covering your front and allowing yourself to push so that you can really heavily punish any kind of attack into you.
Yep. I'm slowly moving forward, going, do you want to attack into this? No?
Yeah, the answer is very much no right now. That's a huge block of units from you as well. I would not want to attack into that myself. I see the knight lining up there to do some harassment. Good use of the archer to allow the spear to knock the village down without taking any damage. And that's the big thing about Sedge. Sedge loves having an archer or two in the back. You get so much value out of them.
Yeah. He loves archers because you can set up a groove without taking up a spot. Which means you can like break walls.
And Sneaky going to get groove next turn, so you know the potential is there for Sneaky to get another good fight in here, but
He kills the balloon with the mage again, which is pretty interesting to me because like that gives me a jumping point.
yeah. I mean, I get the idea of I don't want my opponent to have the balloon, but the flip side of that is now Sedge is just running in and killing things. And just darts out again. I like this, yeah, just like running in, I'm going to pick up a few units, you know, gets the golem as well, which is a nice trade. And at this point, you've crossed the center line. You are now taking Sneaky's villages, you are pushing on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's probably not the best engagement here, but I'm trying to force a fight because I'm now up on villages. So if we fight while I'm up on villages, it benefits me. And also, like any fight I get around Sedge should favor me.
Okay, ooh, Saxonite. I guess it wasn't guaranteed to kill this. Oh, but the knight doesn't get the follow-up kill either. Rather unfortunate. I feel like Sneaky's getting punished by some rather unlucky rolls here. Just a feeling I've been getting. Oh, that dog lives on 1% as I say that. Dang. This is, yeah, it's not going well for Sneaky right now. Okay.
Oh, but that's because I hex.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's...
I see so much set up for, like, I'm just gonna tear through this army. That's what, like 5 targets now for Sedge Groove? Possibly more. Second one comes in. Gonna see the third one. I think what the knight can kill that sword.
A really satisfying thing with the Sedge that I learned from Sedgeon is like while you're grooving, you use sword crits to like get
more setups.
Yeah, to just maximize your turn, I guess.
Yeah, wow, that is so much damage and like such good positioning as well. You're actually on top of Sneaky's stronghold.
Yep.
And there isn't really anything you can do about it. And he lost so much army. This is just like a this is a devastating fight. Like he lost so much there. And he has so little left to fight with. And yeah, he's got Greenfinger Groove, which is going to buy a little bit of time. But you want to use the Greenfinger Groove after you do damage in a fight, not defensively, like Sneaky's doing right now.
The vines don't do damage.
Yeah. Like, they are there to keep your army alive after you've done damage, not to be thrown in. And yeah, this is the point where like hits can just come in on the vines on your turn, and that's fine. Like even full health vines, like you don't really necessarily want to attack full health vines most of the time. But this is one of those circumstances where that can absolutely happen. And yeah, just so much Sedge Groove every turn. Another vine going low. Not dying, but sword crit leads to a very dead dog. I know.
Yeah, the sword crit into Sedge Groove is really a treat to pull off.
Yeah, and even getting the hit with that spear, actually just a regular spear hit did that much damage on the stronghold. That's pretty scary. And now the pressure is really on. And Sneaky just has a handful of units at this point. There's a whole army staring down, Sedge behind it. And this is, I think this is game at this point. I don't think Sneaky has a comeback option. Like, there is enough here to kill a commander in one turn, but it's like, will Sedge walk forwards to allow that? And the answer to that question, I think, is no.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for Sedge to move back at the end of his turn.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, a dragon and a golem could run him down, but that would be a hell of a thing to happen. Ooh, night crit comes in. Dog crit's killing this vine? Okay. And oh, that vine goes down. Alright, Mage just walks forward, knocks the stronghold down. And that's game! Saikoya takes it with a 20 kill lead in game 3 and wins Groove of War 8. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Feels really good.
I will note for the record, this is like 3 months after the finals ended, but that we're recording this. But I imagine it still feels pretty good.
Yeah, it still feels really satisfying because, you know, apart from maybe like Groove of 4, every single one I've played, I kind of wanted to win, you know?
Right. You had like 2 Groove of Nations wins as well, right?
Yeah, no. The first Groove of Nations we didn't win, but the second one we did.
Okay. But you finally win a tournament with, you know, you, like, playing for yourself, and not for Team France, but I mean, I was there much of a kind of community effort from the French community, like leading up to this?
I think it was really around Groove of War 7 where we really were, like, as a community, kind of behind me, I guess. This one, there was some nice, like, banter between games and, like, just they were kind of pointing out some meme stuff I was doing in the games and laughing at it. They were also encouraging me, so, you know, pretty. I guess they were, it wasn't in the same way, but they were still behind me, I guess.
That's good. It's nice to have that camaraderie. But, I mean, I don't really have too much else to add at this point. Like, I mean, it was just a very well played game for game 3. You played Sedge the way Sedge really wants to be played. You got Groove early, and then you forced engagements on your terms. And I mean, that's it really. Like, Sedge just turns into a meat grinder at that point, and you just chomped up his army, so. Very well played. And I know Sneaky, I think my understanding is he didn't prepare as much for this Groove of War as he has done in the past. But
yeah.
it is really cool to see that he still made finals. because I know this is the first finals for him as well.
Like, I think Sneaky was at the start of the tournament. He was in a mindset of, oh, I'm not gonna prepare too much. I'm gonna like lose early, and then I'll be free to like cover the event, and and he kept winning. Just kept winning again and again.
Wow.
Until the one set that he would like not get less games for losing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, this is as far as he can go in the winner's side. Without having to play less. So yeah.
But yeah, I think like the fact that you can, I think game 2 of this set we can really see that he has less preparation, but he still played like super well to make it here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like there was I mean he beat Mastro and Mastro made it to finals last group of 4, so it's not exactly like a pushover opponent. But yeah, it was good to see. It was like a really cool finals. I know you two have faced off against each other in multiple group of 4s at this point, so it was really cool seeing you both make it to the finals. And congratulations, because I know we've been friends for a long time, and I've been watching you compete for a long time. And I as your friend, I just want to say it's like really a wonderful feeling to see you as the group of 4 champion. Like it does bring a smile to my face. So congratulations once again. Like this is a beautiful thing. Oh, I bet. So I guess the last question I'll leave you with is prize money. You get, was it $400? I think at least.
Yeah, 400.
How did you have any plans for it, or I mean, is it already all gone at this point?
No, I'm still keeping it on the side. Like, if I like want to commit to something big, it'll be there. It's nice to have this in the back.
Yeah. Actually, I guess the other question is, well, like, how do you like your family and friends feel about like not just like I mean Wargroove in general, but like how do they feel about you winning?
Oh, I didn't actually talk that much about it.
Oh, okay.
I think Faded's family probably is more invested than mine. It's more something I do on my own, so yeah. I mean,
Fair enough.
I
I remember like
mean, I did
we go back to like Zoronix's interview from the last one, and he was talking about he took his family out for a meal with the money. But I mean, yeah, everybody has their own journey. I mean, we had Shu win 3 times in a row and say I don't care. So everybody has their own story.
I mean, I do have friends who went like, that's a thing, or others that just went, oh, okay, yeah, you're good. I have one who actually, before, I was playing with him like casually before getting into competitive, where I was kind of wrecking him all the time, and and you know, when I go back and when I went back to talk to him about how I won, he was like, "Oh yeah, well, I mean, of course I'm gonna lose, right?" It's like, you know, makes sense.
Yeah, you're now the
So
world champion, and potentially the last world champion of Wargroove. We'll see what the future holds, but
I mean, if I can be for more groove as well, I'm not gonna say no, but
Yeah,
we'll see about that when it comes.
yeah. But I think, as far as I'm aware, this is the last tournament for
Yeah,
this.
I
Yeah,
don't think there's plenty Groove of War with Wargroove in its current state.
yeah. So I think that's it. I mean, one thing I'm kind of curious about, and I'm just gonna put this as a joke, is let's say more Groove comes out, and there's like the chat about like what's gonna happen with the next Groove of War. I think the original plan was that there would be 9 Groove of Wars for this like iteration, before more Groove came out, because then you could start on 10. I wonder if like we're just gonna pull the Windows thing as a community and just skip over 9. And that, like, there wasn't a Windows 9, it just went to 10. It's like, we're just gonna start on 10.
We start on the X.
The X series. Oh, that would be sick, actually. Groove of War X. Groove of War X2. Be like the Mega Man games. But okay, I think we're good. I think we're gonna wrap things up there. Is there any last words you'd like to give to the community before we wrap things up?
I'm not sure. Just, Wargroove is a fun game, and I really had fun playing. That's it.
Alright, those are some great words, so we'll leave it on that.